My blood brother, the dude I grew up with, the dude I loved my whole life, my first best friend, my everything. Shit fucked up. I never expected to have to put your name on the shirt collar. I love you forever though. Say, now listen. Now tell me, how can I live without my brother in my life? Tell me, how can I live when I got nothing left to fight with? Swear it's getting so hard. They took my only brother life, and the pain leave with scars. It feels I'll never be back right. Now tell me, how can I live without my brother in my life? Tell me, how can I live when I got nothing left to fight with? Swear it's getting so hard. They took my only brother life, and the pain leave with scars. It feels I'll never be back right. I'm broken hearted. I can feel my life come to an end. I tried to show smiles that left me somewhere less commended. Now tell me who to play the part when I say slap. You said let's get. They used to know who we are. It ain't the same without you pimping. Chase the game up with this one. It's sinking deep inside my chest. Got me shedding some tears. I'm looking back at that deceptions as I look to my Lord. I swear I have so many questions. Never prayed out so hard. I swear I'm sick and tired of stress. Now tell me, how can I live without my brother in my life? Tell me, how can I live when I got nothing left to fight with? Swear it's getting so hard. They took my only brother life, and the pain leave with scars. It feels I'll never be back right. Now tell me, how can I live without my brother in my life? Tell me, how can I live when I got nothing left to fight with? Swear it's getting so hard. They took my only brother life, and the pain leave with scars. It feels I'll never be back right. And as they lay you in that ground, I'm asking you to please forgive me. Should've never left your side. I could've helped and you be living, but you had to die alone. I think that's my biggest regret. Tell me, how can I win when you not here to shed a check? It hurt my mama most of all. I see the pain that's in her chest. Never thought she'd be the one that had to lay her child to rest. I made a promise to my mind. I meant it with all respect, cause I be down. She took my brother, but they ain't gon' take me next. Now tell me, how can I live without my brother in my life? Tell me, how can I live when I got nothing left to fight with? Swear it's getting so hard. They took my only brother life, and the pain leave with scars. It feels I'll never be back right. Now tell me, how can I live without my brother in my life? Tell me, how can I live when I got nothing left to fight with? Swear it's getting so hard. They took my only brother life, and the pain leave with scars. It feels I'll never be back right. I keep a chopper loaded, sitting low, scared to make a move. I feel whoever got my brother, they coming after me too. Paranoid, overthinking, scared I'ma be next to you. Mama, I'm sorry that they had to take your son away from you. It's a fear inside my heart, so I cover with all these weapons. Can't believe my brother gone. It took me back to my depression. As I just started to climb, I looked up, life is moving backwards. Wanted both for us to win, but God had us on different chapters. Damn. Now tell me.
Okay, we're not just gonna stalk and hang out on her page or nothing like that, but that was a video by the artist Ledbetter Baby. Okay, she from right up the street. Okay, I'm a right around the corner. She is an Oak Cliff baby. Okay. All right. Well, good evening and welcome. You are now watching Hot Pink Pride Radio, and we are coming to you live and off the muscle. Okay. With my friend from Sessions 365 TV, just Sessions TV, right? Turn on your mic, baby. But I am your mother, the Duchess, hostess, Cherie Stern. Just checking in with the children tonight. And you know, my friends, my little baby studs over there at Sessions TV decided to go ahead and come on in and let me know, drop some knowledge on your mother, you know, and let me know what the queendom is talking about. Okay. And so, you know, y'all come on in. I think you said V is actually going to be coming on later, you know, and everything. So I cannot wait to see her. And all right, y'all. And also with me, this is just one of my new, well, it's really just something really going on for tonight. For tonight, I got my A1 Day One rider bestie.
Hey,
okay.
Everybody.
Say hey, everybody.
Hello, everybody. everybody.
All right, y'all. That's Aunt Coco. So in case y'all need to know, no, that's Aunt Coco. All right, and she is just hanging out and keeping her girl company. Okay, she just keeping me company because she know I've been lonely. And she's been over here cooking, y'all. She's been cooking and cleaning, which is really not a lot for her to do, but she's been keeping me, uh, keeping a fatty fed. And like I was just saying right now, I'm gonna marry my best friend, baby. She is the best wife in the world. she really, she really is. Best friend got it going on. Okay, Sessions TV. Come on in and talk about it. Okay, you are you're new to the scene, making some moves out here in these streets, in these Dallas streets. Come on in and don't let me just run the whole show because I will.
Yeah, I'm Sessions 365 TV. I'm behind all the lesbian and stud rappers and singers that you've been seeing lately.
Yeah.
We actually have been going for about 2 years. It'll be 2 years, February 29th. Yeah, I guess everybody else is just now catching on. But I guess you could say really what happened is the Black Lives Matter movement happened. So I kind of went on my little stand and we didn't do anything. And then during COVID, during the lockdown, I kind of just dropped the ball completely. And I was just so focused on COVID and COVID free, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. So I kind of dropped the ball, but then I picked it back up. And as you can see, we right back rolling.
Yeah.
Like never before. I jumped back in. I found the 16 artists on top of maybe the 20 or so that I already knew. So I think that's real dope.
Well, I think your connection
I got a
is
little lag
breaking up a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because you know what? But I mean, I've been out here really about the same time as you, and I definitely understand dropping the ball and having to pick it back up. And sometimes you got to just start playing with a whole new ball. Okay. Or, just rethink things and push them back out. I've had to, make some changes myself, with my own brand. So I definitely get it. So I'm really glad that you've been able to come together and these two powerhouse media outlets can help and support each other and promote and all that. I'm a little lazy. Okay. I'm gonna sit right here in my office and do these live streams. So y'all have to come to your mother and say, Mother, this is what's going on in the streets. And so that's what I'm looking for now. Be the artist. She won some type of contest or something, right?
So this year we did our first the Fresh 16 Gauntlet of Dallas Fort Worth. So it's a bunch of artists between Dallas and Fort Worth. There was 16 of them. They did it was almost like March Madness. So we did a whole tournament. People had to vote via our Instagram story. All we did was click vote at a time. So it was cool to see how many votes or how many people supporters they had that was actually coming to the page. Just to so yeah, long story short, fast forward, V ended up being the winner, Ledbetter Baby. I believe she's transitioning on the names. I think she's going to Ledbetter Baby from V to R. But so yeah, Ledbetter Baby came away with the victory. I actually had just discovered Ledbetter Baby about 2 or 3 weeks ago at the Dive on Sundays. So if you guys are looking for something to urinate on Sundays, make sure y'all pop up at the Dive. The Dive at 75 over there with Black Barbie Productions. Barbie Life Productions and Game with AO.
Well, we're gonna have to get her on
open mic. I found B.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get Barbie on the show. I'm like, if they made an old Barbie,
for sure.
I'm middle-aged Barbie. Okay. So I mean, I thought we talked about
Gotcha.
that. So Barbie, if you out there listening, please come and be a guest on Hot Pink Radio. We would love to hear from you. Shout out to the community. So go ahead, Sessions TV. I'm gonna take a trip on over while you talk over here to your YouTube page. Matter of fact, ain't no need in talking about Barbie behind her back. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and play this video. Okay, let me get the screen share together. Where's she? Share screen. Okay. Where we at? Here we go. All right, we're just gonna play this real quick. Play, girl, play. Oh my goodness. Oh child, we wasn't trying to see all that. Okay. Okay, y'all. We was not trying to see all that. I should have watched the video first. But the thing about it is, that's the club life. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little taste. So you got to actually be there. You can't watch it on TV, right? Can you watch it on TV, best friend?
Right. You want to be there so you can get the full effect.
Here, fit.
Okay.
The full effect.
I'll put the camera on my best friend. Hey, best friend, is you watching us on Facebook?
Yes, I am.
Okay, y'all, we are on Facebook Live, and but go ahead and tell us, Sessions. Tell us about this. Of course, now you were telling us about that production, this Dive at 365, and that was that scene from the dive.
No, that was actually from Pride, Dallas Her Pride weekend, which was that same. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so that was actually from Dallas Her Pride weekend.
Okay.
There was from Dallas Pride weekend, and that was actually in South Dallas at a place called Yoshi. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was. But the dive, I actually do have some of that footage coming. It's just still getting edited right now. But you will be able to find some of that footage from the dive, from that LGBT showcase that I was telling you about.
Okay. All right. Well, that's great. Now, I am going to go ahead and share just, the YouTube page as well. And I did put the link to the Sessions 365 TV, Sessions TV. Why am I saying 365? Did you change your name? You did, didn't you? Sessions?
No, it's Sessions 365 TV.
Okay. So I am saying it right.
Yeah,
Okay.
365 TV.
All right. And so this is the YouTube page, and I can see that you're building your content. So is that what you're working on now?
Yes. We actually are working on interviews, and I got a dope podcast coming.
Okay.
I would tell y'all, but I don't want to give you. I can't even tell you what it's about because people are still.
Okay.
But super dope podcast, so y'all definitely be on the lookout for that. It should probably drop like the second week of December is probably when I'm going to drop it.
Okay. And what are y'all going to be talking about?
So
is the podcast going to basically
that's the thing. I don't say that for me again.
I said, like, you don't want to tell the concept of the podcast. You think I'm going to steal your idea?
No, I mean of this. See, this the thing is, I just actually had this happen to me, where somebody actually stole all of my content. Now I really don't do too much without paperwork, the making sure that everything is in place, because I have had issues and situations. So recently, as far as the
Right.
concepts overall, I want my podcasts are going to be extremely informative.
Hmm.
They're not. It's going to be full of substance. We're not just going to sit around and talk about whatever for the day. It's if you're actually trying to learn something, it's possible that when you type that in, one of our podcasts might pop up.
Okay.
So if
That's
you're looking
interesting.
for information on men, yeah. So like for example, if you looking for interest men, or uh how just feminine care, like some studs like to bathe with Old Spice and things of that nature, and of course that women, so it can throw your pH off and stuff like that. So we
Yes,
want to
let's
be
talk about it.
informative.
Yes,
This is real stuff that's happening.
it really is. It really is. You're absolutely right.
Right.
And
So
that actually
informative.
brings me to our whole reason for being here tonight, because we're going to just discuss this. I sent it to you earlier. So we're going to discuss this here in a second, but that is very
Mhm.
informative, and putting stuff like that out there, you know, for information purposes, for, if people have questions, about that type of thing. That's really, that would be some good subject matter. Are you here?
Yeah. So yeah, that's what our podcast segment is going. So yeah, and then of course interviews and stuff like that as well. But overall, that's pretty much how I want the podcast. But then it's going to be a different type of setting. So we're not going to sit, kind of like a panel, or
Mhm.
say, what I'm saying, or say anything like that. It's actually going to be more laid back. Like I actually want us to be like, doing the activity. So kind of like how LeBron James has that show on like Stars or HBO, and they're in the barbershop or their haircut and they're having the conversations.
Yes.
Something of that nature, but a little bit more laid back, like bros kind of shooting the shit.
Right. Well, I mean, that's
So
kind
yeah.
of the way things are going nowadays. People just talking about stuff that you think everybody should know about, but, really don't. So, I mean, I think it's better than made up TV. We're talking about the facts of life.
Right.
Okay. Well, I just want to
Right.
get into the hot pink letter
Yeah.
topic. Okay. And so we're going to talk about this. Let's see. I found this letter in another group that I moderated. So we're just going to pick it apart and, see if we can come up with some of our own answers. Okay. So tonight, dear hot pink letter, greetings. Quick
Got
question, because I'm in the middle of a beef. Do you make a distinction between being jealous and being possessive? Now, in this case, I am only speaking towards being jealous or possessive about your person, wife, girlfriend, etc., or vice versa. You're being jealous or possessive about her, not material stuff or accomplishments. Okay? Or do you see them as one and the same? And if you do feel they are distinct, what do you see as the differences between the two, being jealous or being possessive over your mate? Thanks for weighing in. Be well. All right. So, if any of y'all are watching and you want to weigh in on this topic, feel free to do so. But me and Sessions TV, we're gonna start it in Sessions. This is kind of, your mother gonna put you on out here. Your mother not jealous hearted at all. I want to see all my children, do their thing, and so I'm here, for that. So if you got podcasts, if you need, a mother in the middle of the dispute, and let y'all and make a decision and let y'all know how you're acting and all of that kind of thing, then that's what something like this is for. So, I mean, have you taken a look at this topic, Sessions? Do you want to weigh in on this?
Yeah, I actually did honestly feel like they are different, and I honestly don't know how to describe the difference between the two other than the actual definition, because I feel like they're self-explanatory. One
Mhm.
is jealousy and one is being possessive, which are definitely different. They're not the
They
same
are
thing.
different.
Uh, um, as far as that goes. Mhm.
I think being jealous of your partner is bad, but not being jealous for your partner. You understand what I'm saying? So I
Okay,
really
can you hear
break
me?
the leg. So I'm gonna be done started talking to myself like you ain't even here. I know how to do that. But I mean, I think that being there's several different definitions of jealousy. For possessiveness, I think being possessive can be like it can be toxic because eventually if you can be possessive of a person and be like there's a protective possession, like you don't want nothing to happen to that person, so you shield them from danger. You make sure they good, you make sure don't nothing happen to them. If a bullet come, you to jump in front of the bullet and all kinds of stuff. But some of that comes along with the possessiveness or whatever. So that's not being bad, a bad thing. Being jealous of your partner or mate means that's almost, I don't know, best friend, what you think? That's kind of like um that's like a female thing. What you think?
Yeah.
So especially in the LGBT. So my best friend is bi. She's not in the life or nothing no more. But she jump in now. I'm just playing. But but when you are jealous of your partner, it's like it's a different thing. Like and I've seen it happen even between like studs and femme. A woman is a woman, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen a stud be jealous of a femme and a femme be jealous of a stud, jealous of the way that person look, walk, carry themselves, whatever the case may be. And even in straight relationships I've seen it to where the partners are jealous of each other, jealous of their partner's looks and or something like that, or jealous of their partner's swagger, the way that they get along with people, the way that people love them, you know what I mean? So it can come in all different forms. But
I
yeah.
definitely agree.
Yeah.
Mm.
I will say that I think it's weird to be jealous of the person that you're in a relationship with.
It is weird.
Yeah.
And as far as possessive, I mean, as far as like possessive, I would say, I mean, what do they feel like? I don't know. I would have to actually talk to this person and see what is their definition of possessive, because I don't know. I'm a little confused. I don't know if they feel like they're the same thing. So if we feel like it's the same thing or what,
Well, I don't
because
know because I mean
I would need to know
possessiveness,
their definition of what they feel like possessive. Already feel like.
right? Possessiveness can come with it, like with a certain amount of
No, go ahead.
controlling. Like you can be possessive of a person, like I said, for protection, but then you can be possessive, like you're trying to control them. You want to control their movement, control where they go, control what they do, that type of thing. So it can be both, it can be good and bad on that end too.
Right. But possessive, but to me, what you're describing is protective. It's not the same
No,
thing as
and
possessive.
there's a thin line
So
though.
being
There's
protective
that
and
line.
overprotective. See, I disagree. I don't think it's a thin line. It's black and white. There's no gray area. You possessive and overprotective. I think they can get overprotective, and possessive can definitely often, depending on how overprotective they are. So if it's like, I don't want you talking to another, if I'm dating someone, which I like feminine women, I'm not into studs. So if I'm dating someone and if I was like, I don't want you talking to other studs, I feel like that's kind of possessive.
It's
But
very much
they
so.
may be thinking of it as being protective. But so I don't know. I can see how people might can try to find a gray area just because of it kind of is, because they're almost similar. But
Don't be talking about gray, because the gray
I don't know,
area
because
is
I'm not possessive.
the gray area is that in can your feminine counterpart expect the same thing from you? If you don't want her talking to other studs, then is she also able to expect for you not to talk to other films? You know?
Exactly.
Exactly. Hold on. Let me put the camera on my best friend because she agreed with me.
Yeah.
I did.
Go ahead, Sessions. Fight for your stuff. Fight for your right to be controlling.
No, I don't. I think it's trolling. I'm not a controller. I'm like, hey, so I don't get offended or feel no type of way if another stud is talking to my girlfriend and nothing like that. But that's because I'm secure.
Well, yeah.
And I believe that if you let a dog roam, it's gonna still come back home. That's how I feel. So
Okay. Is that what it is?
I really don't. I can really be outdone.
Let a dog roam.
Yeah, and I genuinely don't
That's
feel like
right.
I can be outdone.
You don't have to say all of that again because it was all jumped up. So what did you say?
So no, I was saying, yeah, let a dog roam and it'll come back home.
That's
I
right.
just, I mean, I've never had that problem because I've never been insecure in my relationship. I was that stud, or why you talking to them? I've never felt like that.
Right.
I actually like my girlfriends to have friends because I have friends.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I actually prefer sometimes to with my friends. I don't
Right.
always want to do anything in a group.
Well, exactly. And you do have to have a
Yeah.
certain
So,
amount of security, in
but that's me.
that. You do. But I mean, at some point, even the line might be crossed. Like if there is a situation that you find your girlfriend in an emotionally compromising position with another person, you know, that's something that, like the emotion that they should be
Like what?
giving to you, they're giving to another person. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sleep around to be a cheater.
Like what? What kind of emotion? Like I don't. What emotion would they be giving someone else that they can give to you?
Well, that's the thing about it. I mean, exactly. There shouldn't be, but there could be. I mean, if emotional infidelity is a real thing, and I think that that's where people end up with in crossing the line, or because everyone has a different view, you know, of, oh, there go Black Barbie. Hey, girl, let me add her in. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, hey, that's interesting right there. Now, what is emotion?
Huh?
What's emotional? What did you just call it?
Emotional infidelity.
What's up, Barbie?
Uh-huh. Hey y'all, I'm about to get
Hey.
ready for work. I have to tap in a little bit.
Hey, best friend said, hey, Barbie.
Hey.
Hi.
Thank you for
Yeah.
jumping on.
Yeah, I jumped
Barbie,
on
did you want to
for a
weigh
little
in on
bit.
this topic?
You said what?
Did you want to weigh in on this topic?
I could talk for a little bit before I start getting ready for work.
Well, that's what's up. Now, what do you think about this? We're talking about being jealous and being possessive, and there's obviously a difference. And then, like I was talking to
It is
Cecily
a difference.
ago, that there is this such thing called emotional infidelity.
I never really heard of emotional infidelity, but there is a big difference between being jealous and being possessive.
Right. Please go on.
A jealous person more so of, I mean, it's more so of getting in their feelings. It's being emotionally involved in areas where, oh, you make me feel away when you do this. Jealousy can be anything. It can be the way you dress. It can be jealousy I mean, it can be a whole lot of things. Possessive is almost, I mean, they both dangerous, but me being possessive over you meaning I feel like I own you, or
Right. That
um
you hit it.
I feel like I own you or control you. I'm gonna say that.
Yes.
A possessive person, once they feel like they no longer have the upper hand or the say so of what it is you can and cannot do, it
Right.
can be dangerous, because then there is things that a possessive person will do to keep you from having a particular
Right.
something or being a part of, it
Yes.
takes away from being yourself.
Yes.
So it's almost like a puppet. If I'm possessive, it's I want to have a control over everything
Pull the
you do.
strings.
Yeah. So
I am so glad that you jumped on. I mean, if that's not a textbook definition, I'm like, I mean, really, I mean, you hit it on every corner that there's a certain feeling of ownership, you know,
right,
and that because you're talking about a person and not a pair of pants or a pair of shoes or a car, that's where you get into danger because a person
right,
is not a thing. They got a mind of their own. And so when they get up under somebody's puppet strings and then start dancing to their own tune, there's a problem.
right. It becomes a conflict because now you're not doing what I want you to do.
Right. Yes. And you're only doing what you say. And then you pulling them strings, the strings probably breaking and tying in knots and all kinds of stuff. Right.
Right.
So I mean, so that definitely is there. It definitely is a difference. So when
Right.
you start becoming feeling ownership of a person, then that is slavery and
Yep.
bondage.
Pretty much so. Yeah.
Hmm. And
Because
blank.
now I have to live to your standards or to your expectation of things.
Right. And
Versus a person being jealous, and I could be like, oh well, I'm mad she got the car and I didn't. That's jealousy, you know what I'm saying?
right.
But when it's, oh, you gonna get this car because I want you to have it, that becomes possessive.
Mm. You know what? My best friend was just looking at something. Where was that at? On Instagram, best friend, where the girl said that she told her boyfriend that she was tired of being emotionally abused, and he burned her house down.
Yeah.
Mm,
Burned her house down before the holiday.
wow.
Where his child lives.
Wow.
Okay.
That's possessive, meaning it's more so of it's me or nothing type of shit. Like
Right.
he really don't give a damn how you live, survive, eat, or nothing. At this point, he don't even care about his child.
Right. And when you said that it can be dangerous, it
Yeah,
can be dangerous, because when a person feels like they
Right.
need to have that control over you.
right. Because now you don't have the upper hand. She letting you know where she stand and how she feel and what
Right.
she's tired of.
Hmm.
Meaning now she's aware of what's going on in the changes and how it's making her feel. It's almost like, okay, I got to get out of this situation. And because he feel like now she know, and it could be a possibility that she's willing to leave the situation, I have to make you suffer.
Mm. Girl, if you don't speak a wow, speak a wow. Come through, Black Barbie. Okay, brains and beauty. You better ask somebody, honey. I bet y'all didn't know. I didn't know either, but I'm
Right.
sure glad you came and set me right because I like that.
A lot of
I'm
people
serious.
probably don't know. I'm always talking shit versus being wise.
It's okay because the best shit talk would be like crazy up here. You know what I'm saying? You can't even talk like that if you don't have something up here. You can't be that, cutthroat with your swords and all that kind of stuff. You can't be that
Right,
if you don't have no sense.
right,
But I mean that definitely does take that topic to the next level, because um, a little jealousy never hurt anybody, to be, like I was saying earlier, to be jealous for your mate and to,
right. I mean, because
be
you can get a good
protected.
jealousy or a bad jealousy. I'm the type of jealousy like if I feel like it's something that I'm deserving of, I'm more so jealous where, okay, girl, I gotta push harder or wait my turn. You know what I'm saying? I'm never the jealous type to where I want what you have
Right,
in a sense of where I'm willing to harm you for it. If I want what you got, that means I'm doing something wrong and I need to go harder type
right.
of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like you said, jealousy can be a good thing.
Hmm.
It's not always you can be jealous of your mate. Like, okay, it can be that's kind of cute, but
Right,
not in a way where you just trying to hinder anything.
right. And see, that's how I am because I mean, I don't know. I've always been a sucker for a pretty stud. Okay, so I could not be jealous, as far as their looks because, and I want people to look at them because for me it's like, here they go,
Right.
and all that. So I'm not jealous on that.
That's
It's
me
just
too.
when things start moving and looking different, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be proud of the person that I'm with, so there won't be any jealousy on that. But then
Right.
when it gets into that toxic side, you know, to where, then it becomes like, okay, now, so what are we doing? And like Sessions was saying, you got a lot of let a dog roam. I'm the type that'll let a dog roam,
Right.
because I'm not insecure. But then it's like when, if the dog bring home bones and, dead rats and, and all that
Right.
kind of stuff, then it becomes a problem.
Yep.
So that's what I mean. That's my whole thing was that when you are a
Agreed.
free person, to come on through sessions, help me out. When you do give that free reign, and you're not the type of person that's real possessive, and if your mate goes out and do whatever, party with their friends, whatever the case may be, you know, are you the type that you're going to be okay with that? And
I'm
for the
cool
most
with it.
part,
I'm because I mean, for me in my line of, I would say profession, whatever you want to call it, career,
right,
is I would prefer you have your own life and your own
right,
friends outside of mine. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
I don't care what you do.
mm-hmm,
And I'm going to go
Amen.
in it trusting you to do exactly what is expected in a relationship
right,
until proven otherwise. I'm not one of those, oh, the moment you leave the door, I'm texting you every 5 minutes.
right,
What you doing, this and that. I might check and make sure you good, you safe. That probably 1 or 2 texts out of 6 hours that you're gone because I really don't care. At the
right,
end of the day, if you haven't raised that suspense, why even put it there?
right.
So I'm one of those. I'm nonchalant for one. I really don't give a damn. Go hang with your friends, shit. You know, if I don't
What's
feel
your
like it,
sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay. I'm a Virgo Venus.
Okay.
Okay. My
I
Venus
haven't
is
got
in
into all
Virgo.
that side of me, but yeah, I really don't care. My thing is, if you're willing to mess up what you have at home, then by all means, that's your bad. You know.
Right.
Cause I'm not clingy. I'm not the bitchy type. I'm not
Exactly.
the argumentative type. I'm not gonna argue with you over nothing petty. You know what I'm
Period.
saying? I'm vocal about my feelings. So we
Mhm.
either gonna talk about it, agree to disagree. I don't even expect you to agree with everything that I'm saying. If I'm wrong,
Right.
tell me I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I respect the honest person versus one who sugarcoat and just try to beat around the bush and lie.
Right.
Yeah, I'm the
Absolutely.
easiest person to talk to until I'm not the easiest person to talk to.
Until, right? Until you not, you know.
Right.
I totally get that because I mean I know I'm a workaholic. You know, I got about 5 or 10 things going on all the time, 24/7. And if I get 3 hours worth of sleep at night, so the last thing I would want to be doing is chasing behind a mate trying to figure out what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's not the possessive part of me
That's
because
possessive.
right. So it would have to come to me, like it would have to literally fall in my lap for me
Right.
to even know. And so that cannot be a good thing either, because you can get so focused on other things that maybe your partner will feel neglected. Maybe they will feel like they're being ignored or that you're not,
Right.
catering to
I mean,
their
and
needs.
that's when communication comes in,
That's right.
and communicate. Well, you can't communicate if a person ain't comprehending. So
Okay.
it comes to a point where you really have to, what's the word I want to say? You really have to get to a point where we're able to talk about anything, even when we don't feel like talking about anything.
Right.
So
You
if
can't
it
be closed
and
off
if
to
I'm if
the
what I'm telling you or if what you're telling me, if I don't understand, if I'm not listening to understand and to compromise or to comprehend where you come from, we'll never get anywhere. I need
right.
you to understand, you know what I'm saying? But understanding comes with comprehending, because if you don't comprehend it, then nothing will change.
Right.
So my thing will be is I'm gonna tell you where I'm coming from, but I'm also, a lot of
Right.
people not so inviting. And I know sometimes I'm not inviting, but when it comes to a relationship, it's like I can feel it, the distance, and then
Mhm.
it's more so of me saying, okay, this is where I stand. But the reason I'm single and has been single is because I don't want just anybody. I need
Right.
somebody to understand
Yes.
the level of where I'm at in life right now. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's not saying, oh, I won't have time for you, but it's, will you understand the timing? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, I'm single because people like the ideal of me, but I'm not too easy to just
Okay.
deal with, you know.
Girl,
So yeah.
you sure is right about that, Barbie. Yeah, a lot of people do like the idea. My thing, I think somebody was talking about
Yeah.
women being
Uh-uh.
about catfishing or whatever. My thing
No,
is
the
take a
phone call
picture,
did.
honey. Take a picture because it will last longer,
Okay.
and but after you get to know the person and you get to know the grind, of that person and get to know the meat of that person, then you might have thought that's what you wanted.
Right. And then they hit me with the, you got too many hoes, or your career taking off, you don't have time. One thing about me, I make time and effort for the things that I want in life. That's including
Right.
money and everything else. I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm putting time and effort into what I'm doing to get where I need to be, but that's their thought of me. They don't
Right.
actually just get to understand, well, I do a lot. Shit, I got 5 kids, I got 2 grandkids, I work, it's a lot, but I make it
Yeah.
work.
Okay.
And
And that's
if
you
you
have to.
know me, shit, I make time for it. But I just can't make time for nobody that's always complaining about the females that's in my face, or like I tell them, I'm responsible for who I entertain, not for who like me. God damn it, I don't give a damn about no likes.
At all.
So
You have to develop some thick skin to be not worried about no likes, honey.
right, and I don't care. I
Hmm.
truly, honestly don't care about being liked.
Hmm. Just respect it. Just respect the game, respect the hustle, because the hustle is real, you know, and the hustle don't always come. There's a pot of gold at the end of the hustle, but usually most of the time you just digging dirt and building.
Right,
And that's what Sessions and I were talking about, even with her building this platform on YouTube, and building the content, and you guys going out there and shooting, and, putting your artists on, your podcast and everything. All of that requires hard work and dedication, and it
right,
requires a certain amount of personal freedom, you know.
right. 'Cause, I mean, and even with what Pam is doing, if she just took the time
Dang.
out and gave two shits about what people really thought, it would hinder what she got going on. My thing is, I'm not gonna let nobody stop me from
And,
going where I'm trying to go at their pace. I'm not doing that.
oh my God, say
Your life,
that 10 more
your life
times.
or
Oh,
not
brother Bell.
benefit me. Your life don't benefit me, shit. I mean, and for every one person that don't like me, there's five more that love me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Okay. And waiting in line to love on you, okay?
like, okay.
That's what's up. So, I mean, but that's true though. So because you can't, if you stop and wait to move at somebody else's pace, or even wait until they're comfortable enough to let you
You
move,
can't care. You can't
you
care about
always
them
gonna
likes.
be come through.
Who on here?
Let better baby. Sessions, I
What?
I'm
think.
saying you sure can't care about them likes because you'll get a thing and then nobody know you in person.
Yes.
That's
And I
Led
mean,
Better
and that's
Baby.
all
What
right.
up?
The artist is
Superstar.
with us, you guys. Here we got a superstar in the midst.
I ain't
Hello.
nobody. I ain't nobody.
So where you at? You probably around the corner. I'm over
Probably.
here in Oak Cliff, right out for well, they don't even call it Ledbetter no more. What they call it now?
Huh?
What they call it? What the street?
Stay. It
No,
just depends.
don't be telling my whole address. What's the street up there? They called that. It used to be Ledbetter. Now it's something else.
You talking about Luke 12?
It's Luke 12. It's Ledbetter. What's that other? Great Trinity.
Great
Is it?
Trinity. That's on the Pleasant Grove side.
I don't live in Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, that's the Pleasant Grove side. That's past Glendale and all that. That's almost the Grove over there.
Yeah, that's
Matter of
Almost.
fact, that is the Grove. That's
Almost,
Buffalo.
but not quite, because it ain't
it,
across
it,
45.
it,
Okay, so it's
It's probably right before Buckner.
it's right before 45. It ain't on the other side of 45. I'm still in Oak Cliff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you don't cross 45, you all right.
I don't cross
Yeah.
45, not like that. So
What's going on?
you're coming through with these videos, and we just got done looking at. I think it was Missing You, or what was that? It.
the one in the breezeway where she
That's that song I did about my brother.
I noticed that. I love the lyrics. I love the beat. Okay.
Thank you.
So give my listeners and everybody a little bit more information about you, and like I was gonna try to make you big. How do I make you big? I guess because I'm the host, I'm the only one that can be big around here.
Oh,
Okay.
it's all good.
need my
Okay, where is it at? So that's it. I mean, but I want you to talk about your music, and how you started, and where you are, where you're going with your music, and everything about this contest. Go ahead, take over. We're at 50 minutes, so I want to give you at least the last 10 to introduce yourself.
Okay. Yeah, that's my fault. It took me so long to get on. I was out running errands. But as far as me, a little bit about me. I'm 20. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Um, I would say I grew up kind of rough, but you know that's what everybody say. Everybody grew up rough, but I'm gonna say I grew up untypical. I grew up in a way that some people would look at and be like, "Dang, like
Well, don't
okay."
feel bad. It's rough.
You
No,
got
yeah,
your
it's definitely
on it.
it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely it's definitely a challenge, but it's really all about what you make with it. So me, I chose music, my music route, and I really never was like ever gonna take it serious. It was just something that I could do.
Like
Like I used to do it for fun, or like if I had stuff I wanted to get off my chest, because I really started out with poetry. It started as poetry, and
okay.
then I grew fond of beats, and I was like, okay, well, if poetry is just a song on a beat, then I mean, if a song on a beat is just poetry, then I could easily do that because that's what I do that anyway. But as far as like doing it for real, I never gave it a second thought until like my brother. I didn't start introducing music to my family, like introducing it until I was maybe 16, but I started doing it when I was younger. I started at like 9. I just used to write songs and walk around the house playing my little guitar, just doing little stuff, making little fun songs as a kid.
Right.
And I got into like poetry when I was about 12 because I think I had to write a poem for class. I was like, dang, I did really good. And
Like an
ever
Easter
since
speech.
then, I just been rocking with it. Like I don't know what it is about music, but it make me feel peaceful. Like I love to do it. And so when my brother died, my brother was always the one telling me like I was really hard. He would tell me like you hard. Like I'm not just saying it because you my brother. Like I'm your brother. He would tell me like you go hard. You go harder than some of these dudes out here. And ever since he told me that, it's just been in my head. Even with him being gone now, like sometimes I ain't gonna lie, oh, I be so ready to quit. I be so ready to quit because
Don't quit.
it looks so easy to do, but
I'm
really
telling
when you
you, don't
get
quit.
down to it, it's really not. Like it's really so tedious. Like you really have to have the patience, you have to have the time, you have to have the courage, the endurance, the confidence, everything. And it's just like, dang, I don't got none of that right now. But it's like now that I'm actually stepping out there, I see what I could have been on. Cause if I would have been doing shows, if I would have been hitting up promoters, if I would have been doing this, I probably would have been in it though. Probably been in. And that's
Well,
not
it's
even me
God
being cocky, but
timing.
that's like me owning it because it's just like I've been hard. I just don't drop music. I don't do shows. I didn't really do much of
Nah,
anything
man,
until
it
this
wasn't your
year.
time. It wasn't your
Yeah,
time. It wasn't
that's
your
God's
time.
timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm like I've been seeing like angel numbers like crazy, just angel numbers for the past few months. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
at first I never really thought like, like okay, I never thought much of it. It's just like, oh, it's 333, oh, it's 444.
Mm-hmm.
But the number I grew very fond of was 111 and
Yeah.
21. And 111 is, I'm sure as y'all know, is manifestation. That's when you're supposed to manifest the most.
Yeah.
21 is the number you're supposed to trust yourself, like take the risk, take out, jump on that, what I'm saying, jump out and trust that your angels got your back. So that's
Right.
really what I've been doing with it. And so far I just been winning nonstop, nonstop. Coast to coast, I won
Yeah.
second place. The gauntlet, I won as a freshman. And it was my first time ever doing something like that too. It's my
Awesome.
first time ever doing something like that, and I came in and took over like that. And then on top of that, I got this thing with Trap Boy. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Trap Boy followed me like 30 minutes ago. He just followed me, so I'm
That's
really
what's
lit right
up.
now. Like I'm in my zone. Like I feel like okay, like I don't know what's going on, and people just keep telling me like they're like I don't know what's going on with you, but something telling me to tell you to just keep going.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've been taking it, and I've been running with it, and like these doors just keep opening. But I got it completely off of what I was supposed to be doing. But
No, you
from
went
Oak Hill,
exactly where you were supposed to go. I mean, y'all
right?
know I'm a minister, and I believe that, any signs that God gives you to take that leap of faith, because one thing that you don't want to do is be stagnant and stuck and
Mm-hmm.
unproductive.
Right.
Right.
Even if you doing something and you fail at it, the fact that you worked at it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you can't pick up but one piece of what you failed at and put it with something else that you're doing, just keep going. Take any
Right.
sign that God, anything,
My,
God speak through a burning bush, through a donkey, through
Mhm.
rocks, whatever. So
Right.
take it as a sign to, yes, keep pushing forward towards your dream.
Absolutely.
My advice to you or encouraging words to you is because I never planned to be a MC.
Mhm.
I never thought ever to be no MC. And I've been traveling since freaking May. And I'm just like, what? Y'all want me at y'all club? Even when you just feel like it's not what you want it to be, still put your best foot forward and make it what you want it to be. Um, it just never give up, and I'm gonna say stay true to yourself. It's easy to get caught up, mixed up, all that. Just stay true to who you are. Don't let nobody change who you are unless it's a
Absolutely.
change that you're making to benefit you.
Absolutely. I
So
100% agree. And
yeah,
that was
stay
my big
and
concern,
I
like
stand
trying
on
to
that,
just
and
like
100% I stand on that because now that I'm an MC, it's a lot
right.
of stuff that I'm peeping that didn't exist to my blind eyes when I wasn't just, you know what I'm saying, in that limelight or none of that. It's gonna get rough. If people gonna try you, motherfuckers gonna say things about you.
Yeah.
Stay true to you. I don't give a damn what it costs you.
Absolutely. And that's one thing that I've been really trying to focus on. It's just staying true to who I am and staying true to
They
myself
gonna
because
steal. They
like
gonna steal.
See, like now it's 911. Okay, take it as a sign. Take it as a sign, baby. I catch all of them.
Yeah.
I catch them all. Trust me.
Yeah, just keep popping. You definitely popping your shit. I don't listen to rap music, but when you came to the dive, it was you and some more. I told Show, I was like, yeah, they hit. Like, and my goal with that is to do that every month so that y'all can have a platform so that people can see
yeah,
y'all, so that people know. Like, y'all need to be woke. Like, y'all
Yeah.
sleep. Like, what's up? You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? And I don't rap. I sing a little bit, but I don't rap, okay?
I feel
So
you.
just
Well, we
keep
need
popping
to
your
hear
shit.
that, and so
No!
we need to hear that. We need to hear those lyrics, whether you got to beat to them or not. We need those words. The words come with the strength.
Hold on,
Then the
I'm
beat,
gonna
the
be.
drum, the flute, all of that comes with that. But it's the spoken word that carries the power. So
Absolutely.
from our community, man, we need to get it on out there. And there's other artist sessions is there. I'm here. We Barbie's here. We want to elevate our own. So no, so while we were talking about jealousy and possession, no, you don't get where you're going to the next level by employing jealousy and possession, because that's
Right.
gonna hopefully, make you stop and not do what you. I'm always, if you got to climb up on my shoulders are here for you to climb up on. If I need to climb up on your shoulders, then that's how they get to how we get to the top, how we elevate, how we expand as a people. Okay.
Right. And it's easy. It's so easy for people that does have the upper hand to slam a door in your face.
Yeah.
So it's that same key they use to lock it. I'm unlocking them. Like
Okay.
I mean, I was put in a position to where I'm able to be seen, heard, or whatever the case, talk shit, whatever. So I'm opening that same door to people like y'all who just like, damn, I want somebody to see me. Then you got sessions, you got fam with. She come out, she records. I mean, she put a lot of work into all the artists. You know what I'm saying? Just so y'all can be heard. So it's people out there that care. I know I'm one of them. I know Show one of them. Miss, I forgot your name already. I just mentioned
Cherie, Duchess,
Miss
mother, just
Cherie.
call me
But
mother.
it's people that it's people that care. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna make a whole lot of more noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like I
And
said,
that's
just
what that's the ultimate goal is to get heard. And I feel like if we will all just come together and stop being against each other, the community is supposed to be one community as a whole anyway, but we so
that's a dream,
divided
but that's a
amongst
dream
each
we ain't
other
gonna
that
ever get done.
it's kind of like, well, when you think about it, the LGBTQ community is kind of like the black community. Like we don't like when somebody else from outside of our race treat us a specific way, but we treat each other a specific way. It's
Right.
the same thing within the LGBTQ community. Like some people don't support like certain things as far as
Oh,
the
trust me, you
community
looking
goes
at
as a whole. And I feel like we are like a union, but we don't stand together, and that's the biggest issue. So, but if we
Well,
really
I mean,
were
it
to do
starts,
that,
each one teach one. It
right.
starts where you are. Everything starts with you. You can't expect anybody to do anything that you're
yeah.
not willing to
And
do.
that's
And
why
that's the
I
thing, like
told
that's exactly why I be trying to like I'm trying to get up there, get my voice heard, make a figure for myself, because I really want to be a figure for the community, not just for LGBTQ, but for the Black community as a whole. Because like
right.
I ain't gonna say I'm an activist because I'm not, but I do like believe in a lot of things that I hear, and it's just like a lot of things just kind of make sense, and I feel like why not be the voice in that, kind of like what Lil Baby doing. I kind of want to do that in a sense, but in my own way.
And I'm gonna tell
Well,
you
do it. Because can't nobody do it like you.
exactly. And with what you're doing, it's gonna reveal a lot of things and a lot of people to you. And right now, even
Yeah,
with me just becoming a
yeah,
upcoming female
yeah.
MC,
That's what I was gonna
it's
say.
a lot of people
That's
in
what I
my
was
circle ain't rooting
gonna
for me
say
the
is
way
that
that I expected them to root for me.
you
It's
can
a
do
lot of
that.
people
It's
in
just
my
like
circle don't love
let
me
the
the way I
one.
expected them to. So you got to be aware of those and be mindful of what God has put in
I don't know
front of
that.
you when He put it in front of you. You can't say, "Oh no, that's my sister. She wouldn't do me like that." Oh, you got to expect every damn thing.
Yeah,
So,
you really do. You anything. And you got to be ready for it, whatever it
yeah,
is. But just know that whatever obstacle is put in front of you, it's really just an opportunity to show what you can do,
right.
to show your victory. It just really should. The only thing it should do is make you plan, plot, strategize. How am I get out of this? My mindset is victory. I know I'm coming out the winner, so now all I need to do is figure out, how to get to that W, you know.
Right.
Okay. Well, y'all, I've enjoyed this. I'm so pleased that you guys have come on tonight. I really needed the company. I'm glad that, sessions that you guys are, taking off, and you got this is
Right.
it what's the contest you got going on?
The
Yeah.
What you're
gauntlet.
And I want to tell.
You cutting in and out. Let me put this down.
You froze on us.
Yeah, you cut out. Cut your Wi-Fi on or
She cut
something.
all the way. She cut all the way out. Are you still with the sessions?
It's a gun. It's the OG 16 gun.
Yeah.
The OG 16?
Yeah.
Can you
Now,
hear
is
me
this a
now?
contest that's coming up? I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me now? Yeah, can you hear me?
Uh-huh. I can hear you.
Look, I have to move my head. You start making me feel like I'm froze.
Okay, like the mannequin challenge. Shake it off. Shake it off. But you know what? Sessions, if you don't get a chance to get back in, we're just gonna be following you here on your YouTube channel. Of course, you got a lot
Round
of
two.
content
It's
of Barbies up here. This thing that I just used this clip of DJ Lady like last month on the show.
it's basically the same as what V just won. She just won the freshman one.
Right.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. So let better baby V, where can we see you next time? Where are you gonna be performing live?
My next show, I got a show Saturday over there
This
on
coming Saturday?
huh?
This coming Saturday?
This Saturday. Where is it at?
Now
It's
you
at V Live.
huh?
It's at V Live this Saturday.
Be live? Where is that at, Black Barbie?
Kind of like downtown.
Yeah, it's like on the north side of downtown.
Off of
Okay, well,
35.
Yeah, it's right
you
off
drop that
right
flyer
off.
in my
It's
group.
over. It's really over there by like Stemmons. It's that Stemmons freeway.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
all right.
it used, I don't know if it's still a strip club, but it was a strip club.
Yeah, it's still one. It's just not as popping.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Well,
make
also, Dive on 75 is having a Love and Hip Hop Dallas ball in December. That's for
shut
all
your mouth.
artists as well.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes. Have you already dropped the promos for that?
No, we haven't. I'm getting it all in order and trying to figure out how we're going to have the how we're gonna give out like awards to them for that in the categories and stuff that they can vote in. That's what we're getting together now.
Okay. Well, keep us abreast of it. You know, y'all can join Hot Pink Radio on Facebook. You can join the group, drop all of your flyers, go live, whatever you need to do. You know, really and truly, the people on that page is what keep it popping. So, you know, bring it, you know, whatever it is, my friends are your friends, my audience is your friends. I hope I hope that we can all share so that we can all blow up in this thing together. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But we've gone on for an hour and 6 minutes, y'all. So they gonna make me cut some of this in order to put it on Instagram. So I
Okay.
don't want to have to cut too much. But all of you all, any of you all, are welcome to come on with me anytime to talk about anything. Okay,
Okay.
any
It was my
questions?
pleasure. I'm about to get off of here. I gotta get ready for work. I work overnight. So
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for hopping on. I really, really do appreciate it. Your
all right.
participation and insight is priceless. Thank you so much.
Y'all
Especially
welcome.
thank
Y'all be
you.
blessed.
All right. Thank you. And thank you, V, the artist led better baby down over there, down the street. I'm going to meet you at the 7-Eleven. I'm just playing. 'Cause all right, thank y'all for coming out tonight and being here on Hot Pink Radio. And make sure that y'all let all of our viewers know about what's going on out here and what the Queendom is talking about. I am your mother, Cherie Stern, the CEO of Hot Pink Radio, the Duchess. And I will say good night to you all. Bye bye.
All right.